WESH 2 News starts now with breaking news.
That breaking news, one person is dead, killed in a shooting in Orange County's Pine Hills neighborhood. It happened just before 7:30 on Park Hamilton Boulevard at the Park Hamilton Apartments.
We're told he's in his 20s right now. No arrests have been made and no suspects have been identified.
It's been 1 week and still no trace of 19-year-old Mia Marcano, prompting a massive 3-county search and nightly vigils. Tonight, we have team coverage. WESH 2 was there as her family and friends gathered to pray for her safe return.
We begin tonight with WESH 2's Sinai Gabriel and the multi-county search. She has the latest details from New Smyrna Beach tonight.
The mobile command unit and deputies left this area, New Smyrna Beach, just off 3rd Avenue by sunset. And as a way to help with their search, a $15,000 reward is being offered for information that can lead to Mia Marcano. Deputies were seen on foot with drones and on airboats moving through swamps in New Smyrna Beach Friday, hoping to find a sign of Mia Marcano, who has now been missing for 1 week. 2 long days looking in Volusia County after Mia's family said law enforcement told them the cell phone of suspect Armando Caballero pinged in this area.
Hopefully we can find her soon, preferably alive.
Carol Hilton, a close friend of the family, says loved ones and friends from all over the world have traveled to Central Florida to help look for Mia, arriving from Trinidad, U.S. Virgin Islands, New York, to Texas and Canada.
There's absolute anger because the main suspect is now gone. So you can just imagine that just makes the situation even worse.
The family tells WESH 2 Facebook shows Mia's last check-in was in Orlando on September 28th, 4 days after she disappeared. Family members said they don't have access to her account. Orange County Sheriff's Office told us in a statement that investigators are aware of the matter, but they don't believe it carries evidence. When we asked why, our message was not returned. The sheriff is asking people to keep their eyes and ears open when they head outdoors or to the beach this weekend. And if they see anything, they're strongly encouraged to call police. In Volusia County, Sinai Gabriel, WESH 2 News.
Sinai, thank you. And ever since her disappearance, Mia's family has kept hope alive.
They are gathering nightly at her Orange County apartment complex to pray for her safe return. WESH 2's Kelsey Thorne continues our team coverage.
Well, you can see hundreds of candles are back out here outside of the apartments of Mia Marcano's. Hundreds of people were out here earlier tonight for a vigil. This marks exactly 1 week since the 19-year-old was last seen. The vigil was guided by a local priest who took everyone through a short service and prayer. But after that, the family said they wanted to make this vigil a little more upbeat than those previous. So they played music from some of Mia's favorite artists. The family still holding on to hope that Mia will return to them. She was last seen 7 days ago at this apartment complex. Since then, a multi-county search has ensued. On Monday, the main suspect in her case was found dead from an apparent suicide, and since then, the search has really turned up nothing. But the family not giving up hope. They say they will continue to host these nightly vigils.
We're determined to find Mia, so that's what powers us through, and we know that if she's fighting, we're fighting.
And the family really was emotional again tonight. They did admit that this 1 week marker does sink in a lot more than some of the previous days. But they say they are determined to keep doing these vigils, not only to keep Mia's name out there and make sure that people know of her case and continue to search for her, but also it has now become a way for the family really to come together each night after searching to feel that love from the community here. In Orange County, I'm Kelsey Thorne, WESH 2 News.
WESH 2 is continuing to follow the search for Mia. We will bring you any new developments on air and online at WESH.com.
43 Orange County firefighters are suing the county over its vaccine mandate. It comes 1 day after the county announced it had reached an agreement with the firefighters union to include them in the mandate. Yesterday was the deadline to get the vaccine. Firefighters who refused got a written reprimand. The firefighters want a judge to stop the county from punishing them. When asked for comment, the county said it had yet to see the lawsuit. More than 37,000 new COVID-19 infections have been reported in Florida over the past week. The Florida Department of Health reported 233 more people have died from the virus in the last 7 days. And the positivity rate continues to drop. It's now at 6.5%. The Associated Press is also reporting more than 700,000 Americans have died from COVID-19.
It was a shootout that sent a 14-year-old girl to the hospital, and now a Volusia County deputy who was there speaking out.
This just shocked me because it's kind of hard to believe that children are inside a house and you're hearing gunfire come out.
14-year-old Nicole Jackson and the 12-year-old boy are accused of breaking into a home, arming themselves, and then shooting at the deputies. Jackson was shot and has since recovered. The 12-year-old surrendered. Since this incident, Jackson wrote an apology note to the sheriff's office. Some wild video shows an Osceola County woman taking a joyride on a pedestrian path in St. Cloud. Another woman who took this video says she saw the car coming and jumped out of the way. The driver has since been arrested.
Today marks 50 years since the gates to Magic Kingdom opened, making Central Florida a worldwide destination. Walt Disney World is celebrating in spectacular fashion.
Parkgoers mark the anniversary on Main Street, USA, taking pictures in front of Cinderella's castle with commemorative gear. Walt Disney World will commemorate the 50th over the next 18 months with new attractions, experiences, and shows across all parks. Join us Monday night for a very special WESH 2 Chronicle. We dive deep into Disney World's history as we celebrate the theme park's golden anniversary. Chronicle 50 Years of Magic, Monday at 7 p.m. on WESH 2.
A young boy was out fishing with his dad in Palm Coast and did not expect this to happen. Sean McMahon's son Dawson was excitedly reeling in his catch when an alligator came out of nowhere, snatching and taking the bass for itself. Add insult to injury, the reptile also took the entire fishing pole with it when it skedaddled.
Hey, you can have it.
Yeah,
At
that's pretty much the end of the day right there. The stands are packed for dozens of high school football games tonight. We are breaking down the matchups.
But first, potentially dangerous rip currents at our beaches. Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi takes a look at the threat and which day might be your best bet for some sunshine.
50 years of wonder, 50 years of magic. What started as one man's dream is now a place where dreams come true.
It's the most exciting and challenging assignment we've ever tackled.
As Walt Disney World celebrates its golden anniversary, we take you through the decades, from its beginnings to its transformation as the most magical place on Earth.
It's truly a remarkable feat.
WESH 2 Chronicle, 50 Years of Magic, Monday at 7 p.m. Presented by Advent Health. Download the free WESH 2 News app today.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We take a look at the tropics, and the big story all week long out of the tropics is major Category 4 Hurricane Sam. Winds have slackened off just a little bit, down from 150 to 145. A little bit of drier air briefly worked in, but that eye is still well intact, and it's going to go just to the east of Bermuda. The swells, though, are headed our way, up and down the eastern side of the United States, all the way from Jupiter, way up towards Bar Harbor, Maine, and that wave action will continue to increase overnight tonight and throughout the course of the day on Saturday. 7:30 in the morning, then we go through 7:30 at night. Even though the storm is pulling away, we're talking about 4 to 8 foot seas there. Near shore breakers will be running a little bit lower than that, of course. We use a rule about 60 to 70% of the wave action, and you can see what that translates to when you have 4 to 6 foot waves, seas. The breakers right there as you're dipping into the beaches there, whether it's Volusia, Flagler, or Brevard, running about 3 to 4 feet. Coming down just a little bit, though, by Sunday. The bigger concern, though, will be the rip currents for beachgoers. For the mariners, of course, offshore waves will be a little bit higher. Tower Cam Network, Orlando 76, Lake Eola, looking good. Wind is out of the east here at about 5 miles an hour. Satellite radar showing a little bit of rain tonight, especially right here in Brevard and offshore of Volusia County. A little lightning show ongoing there. Let's head south first, though. There's Melbourne. There's Palm Bay. You can see some good, solid, soaking rains coming in through Malabar and right through the heart of the city of Palm Bay, up towards to the north there. Melbourne Beach getting some rain. And due east of New Smyrna Beach and Daytona Beach, got a little lightning show out there, a little thunder shower building off towards the west through the interior. interior, though, things are quiet. Temperatures 72 to land, 76 Wildwood, and over towards Kissimmee right now, 81 degrees. Out the door tomorrow morning, upper 60s to the low mid 70s. Off and on periods of showers will be working in off of the Atlantic from late morning on into the afternoon. A few of us may pick up a quick quarter to a half an inch of rain. However, most of us will not see that amount of rainfall. As you can see on Sunday, overall flow coming in from the northwest to the southeast. Rainfall amounts again highlighted here by Futurecast shows a couple of areas of purple. It's about a half an inch of rain. Golfers, though, for the most part, I think you're going to be okay. Any rain that we get is going to be fast moving, not expecting too many lightning storms, and the attractions more of the same. Again, pack a poncho, but I don't expect any significant rainfall to last very long. More of the same there back towards Epcot. Forecast highs for tomorrow. Typically, we'd be in the upper 80s, and that is exactly where we're going to be through the interior. Wetter times, though, coming our way now as we get you into Tuesday and Wednesday. The combination of a front and a tropical wave will begin to increase our rainfall chances. So the 7-day forecast looking like this. Not bad this weekend. Much higher rainfall chances by the middle of next week. Stay tuned. Friday night hits with Darren and the gang coming up next.
No one likes sitting in traffic, so when there's a problem, I say heads up. I feel good if I can help people get to work and school as smoothly and safely as possible. I'm Jacqueline, and this is WESH 2 News Sunrise.
Let's get this day started together. From WESH 2, this is Friday Night Hits, presented by Skymark Roofing.
It's good to be back. If I look older, about 15 years older, the second kid does that to you. All right, hello, everybody. That's Kendra Douglas. I'm Darren Stoltz. This is week 6 of Friday Night Hits. And Kendra, the weather's turning. It's officially fall. It's still swampy outside, but we're past the halfway point for this football season.
It's spooky season too, Darren, and you don't look bad at all. You know, it will be nice when we can finally feel the weather cool down, but for now, we will stick with this Florida heat, and things are heating up for our Friday Night Hits game of the week.
Yeah, I see what you did there. All right, we asked our viewers to help us pick that Friday night game. Hey, game of the week, you picked the battle for the old orange crate with 65% on our WESH2.com poll. It is Dr. Phillips making the trek to West Orange and Winter Garden, another showdown in that rivalry that dates back longer than Kendra's been alive, back to 1987. All right, West Orange looking to upset Dr. Phillips. That district win streak, 50 straight games, well, it would be done after tonight. First quarter, Tyler Huff finds Asad Wasim in the end zone. That puts the West Orange Warriors up 6-0 after the missed PAT. 7 seconds left in the first half when Mr. Huff calls his own number. Watch him tuck it and run it. Mobile quarterbacks, man, they're a problem. Huff steps out at the 1, but it doesn't matter because West Orange punches it in the very next play. Second half, more of the same. Huff finds Big Eddie Kelly, and look at that. Go Gadget Dog. Just breaks the plane. West Orange dominates at home, 45-7. They pound the Panthers. Zach Maskovich with more from our Game of the Week.
Hey there, Darren and Kendra. It is one of Central Florida's biggest and oldest rivalries, and West Orange came out and sent a message to Dr. Phillips with a 45-7 victory. The old Orange Crate, it's going back to Winter Garden, and you can tell just how much that means to this team and this community.
It's a phenomenal feeling. You know, like I've told, I got a whole bunch of friends on that sideline. I got a whole bunch of people that I grew up. I grew up in Dr. Phillips. My family now lives in Winter Garden, so it's very special. You know, my parents will be able to walk in Dr. Phillips with their heads held high for at least 365 days.
Best feeling, because I never had the crate. So I haven't, my sophomore year they took it from us, and my freshman year I didn't play varsity. So definitely a big thing for me, especially to come out here and contribute in a big game and take home the crate is big for me, and it really means a lot to the community, which means it means a lot to me.
So the Warriors move on to 4-1 on the year. Up next, they have a battle with the Boone Braves next week. Meanwhile, Dr. Phillips, they will look to try and bounce back when they take on Cocoa. That's going to do it from our Game of the Week. At West Orange High School, Zach Maskovich, WESH 2 Sports.
All right, thanks, Zach. That would have been cool if they had oranges in the crate, too. All right, up in Sanford, one of the biggest games in the country is tonight. Seminole hosting Chaminade Madonna. The Lions here from Hollywood with a top 10 ranking in the state. Seminole just sitting just outside of that at number 11 and trying to stay well unbeaten. And 17 straight wins for Seminole entering this one. The Noles hoping that smooth sound of the band can help them get the win. Before the half, Chaminade Xavion Claus calls it and bullies his way in for the touchdown touchdown to go up at the half. Lions will go for 2, but the Noles defense knocks that idea out the way. And then coming out of the half, just more ground and pound action on this one. Cameron Moore getting the stop for the Noles, but this will be a tough one in the end. The Noles no longer undefeated. They fall to Chaminade 26-23.
Tough one. Cam Duke and the Eagles of Edgewater fired up against Winter Haven tonight. They came out playing very aggressive. You have to love it. No score early. Tyler Wesley, he has all day to throw the ball. Picks his target. Finally, it's Kai Bates. Too easy. Touchdown. Eagles go up 8-0 after a 2-point conversion. The defense, well, they brought it too. Deep in Edgewater territory, a big Eagles stand. How about this? Interception diving towards the sideline. That'll turn that right back to Edgewater's way. Second quarter, 15-0 game when Wesley finds Camp McGee camped under the ball right there. What a catch. No fooling around tonight. 44-14 is the final from College Park.
I just enjoy play on last names. All right, the 4-0 Lake Mary Rams coming in strong tonight, taking on the DeLand Bulldogs. Early in the first, Rams QB Gunnar Smith finds Alnor Jacob in the end zone. Smooth like butter for the first touchdown of the game. And the Bulldogs looking to attack. That's TJ Moore. He keeps it, but he's taken down by Isaac Peter. DeLand, they will not be able to get anything moving on the offense in this one. Rams come back out for another lead change. Smith, quick pass to Manquez Land, sprinting outside and into the end zone until he trips up and falls right there. Lake Mary, they remain undefeated. 4-0, guys, 44-20.
It's a tough look when you wear all yellow and you lose like that. After the opening season loss against Cocoa by 1 point, the Cowboys with a K from Kissimmee has been an absolutely dominant force. They've been rolling like outscoring the opposition 213-21 in 4 straight wins. That includes a huge win Monday night over their rivals from St. Cloud. Tonight, an even bigger win. They keep rolling against Windermere. How about those Cowboys with a K? Quick toss over to Tavion Swint. He gets inches from scoring a touchdown for Cowboys. Well, why not go right back to him? He gets into the end zone, 21, jogs in for the score, and it's just easy. Osceola out in front quickly in this one. It's the Cowboys world. We're all just living in it. Drayvon Lee gets the pick, and it is an Oski pick 6. And maybe gives a shout out to Mom. Watch this. Yeah. Hey, Mom. 13 in for the score. Big one tonight. Nice win for the Cowboys. 69-0 the final score.
High above Spruce Creek right there. High school in Port Orange. Hawks hosting Lyman tonight. They were not hostable. 30-0 in the second quarter. The defense was still stifling Sam Rizzo for the sack right there. Then here's what you came to see. DeMarcus Creasy over the top. 63 yards to Keyshawn Mobley. Make that 37-zip. More offense before the break, and it's Garrett Marshall now at the quarterback. Screen pass to Aaron Robinson. Hawks fly high, 6-0, still unbeaten, 51-0 the final.
How about Spruce Creek this year? All right, rivalry showdown in Daytona. Stay in Chopper 2. Mainland and Seabreeze squaring off. Bucks had won 10 straight games in this series. Why not make it 11? Sand Crabs, though, strike first. Toma Pouncey Jr. But Seabreeze in front 6-0. We've got a heck of a ball game, but Buck pride never dies, and apparently Isaiah Gordon never gets tackled. Watch him just run through defenders. Eventually, they do shove him out inside the 10, but later in the drive, why not just give it to the guy that did that?
Might as well.
Gordon in for the score, 7-6 after the PAT. Tight ball game tonight, but the Bucks do win 11 straight against Seabreeze.
Oh, Brian.
Sorry, Brian. Our director's sad. 35-22, the old alma mater falls.
I hate that for him. All right, just down the road, Oviedo taking on the Flagler Palm Coast Bulldogs. Oviedo's quarterback Jay Cooper finds Noel Keller, and he's going, and he's gone. 50 yards, taking it to the house right there for the touchdown. The Bulldogs not backing down tonight in this one, though. Zaquan Neal for the keeper and rushing in for the touchdown to get on the board. But Oviedo is just not one to mess with in this game tonight. Sweet pass to Alex Saunders for the touchdown. Oviedo wins this one 26-14.
All right, Kendra, heading up to Haggerty. They were hosting Winter Park tonight. Good crowd there in hand for the Huskies. Haggerty, well, they had it rough tonight. Several turnovers in this game. Anthony Benzija throws 2 turnovers on this one. Parker Clem setting up Winter Park. Then second one, and there's Hudson Gibbs. Tough night for the Huskies. Winter Park's quarterback Jalen Machulis with the clutch pass to Jamari Shaw here, though. 60 yards for the score. Winter Park wins it 41-28. All right, Apopka, the Blue Darters looking to bounce back after their first loss of the season. They take down Evans 20-6 tonight. The Jones Fighting Tigers on the road. They top Southlake easily 40-6, the final score. More scores from around the area. The Boone Braves continue their hot start to the season. They take down the Lake Nona Lions 29-23 there. Poinciana takes down Foundation. No. Foundation takes down Poinciana 52-zip, the final score there. All right, we are just getting started. We have plenty more games to get to tonight.
Oh, yes, Darren, we sure do, including one Florida team celebrating their 1970 state championship team. And we come back around the way one more time along. We check in on Florida high school football teams and get you updated with some high school Florida scores. Don't go anywhere. Friday Night Hits will return after the break.
WESH 2 Friday Night Hits is presented by Skymark Roofing.
Welcome back to Friday Night Hits. We now head out to Volusia County, where undefeated Satellite was traveling south to face the Bayside Bears and AC Slater.
Sorry. We went over this over the break, and
you
now I'm
known
like,
that was coming.
I know. All right, Darren, so Satellite has outscored their last two opponents 85-6, while the Bears are looking to defend home field yet again after coming off a win last week at home. Now a little halftime action right there on Bayside Marching Bears. Satellite up 21-6, heading to the third. Bayside forced to punt, and Eddie Combs on the return. It looks good for Eddie until he's going until he is body slammed by Justice Durant right here.
Oh, that looks like an AC Slater move.
It does. It really does.
Look how happy he is.
We got to watch this in slow-mo. Justice Durant showing no mercy for Eddie Combs tonight. Make sure Eddie Combs is okay. Scorpions QB Gage Malaskins finds Parker Dawson in the end zone for now. 28-6 lead. Scorpions making moves on the offense and defense tonight. Satellite Beach comes out with the big win, 42-6.
Shout out Dave Goldschlag for slowing that down and showing it again. All right, East River taking on Melbourne out in Melbourne. Beautiful rainbow before tonight's game. Melbourne's Hunter Turner throwing a deep pass to Devin Alves. He fights for the possession there, and then Michael Galvin, he will head in for a touchdown. And just like that, Melbourne, the Bulldogs, will take a 7-0 lead. East River, though, on the attack a little later until this. That Bulldog defense is tenacious. They force a fumble after a hit here, and then eventually the Bulldogs turn that turnover into points. Hunter Turner will get in for a touchdown from 3 yards out. Melbourne will go on to top East River tonight, 38-12, the final score.
The Golden Doomers Bishop Moore celebrating their 1970 state championship team tonight at halftime, hosting South Sumter Hornets, hoping for the first win of the season, but in a 7-0 game second quarter. The Raiders, Ian Finkley to Dalton Sellers, 135 pounds of touchdown ties it at 7-all. Hornets trying to answer. Quinn Neiman to Brady Miller down the sideline, nearly loses it, saves it, and the drive doesn't result in points. But the Hornets, they do get their first win of the season, 21-14. Darren, you were there. It must have been great, right?
Exactly. Golden Domers. Always good to see the Golden Domers. All right, just up the road from that game. I was also here and at Edgewater tonight and at West. Okay, anyways, Maitland.
You were busy.
Orangewood Christian hosting Trinity Prep. Rams absolutely rolling in this one. Running clock early in the third, but already 35-0. Look at this run from Noah Holmes. Takes a whole host of Saints to drag him down. Then fourth quarter ground game still good. Noah Gamichia. Yeah, apparently if there's a flood, they are great. Lots of Noahs. Through arm tackles makes it a 42-0 game. Rams do win big tonight, 42-0 the final score. All right, the Kudos of New Smyrna Beach go up against the 2-2 Lake Minneola Hawks, but how about Lake Minneola tonight? They gutted out 23-6 the final score. Toho, the Tigers on the road facing Cypress Creek, and Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my, Tigers 14-7 the final score. St. Cloud bounces back after that loss to Tavares, with their loss from Osceola to a loss from Tavares tonight, 35-0. The Silverhawks of Lake Howell, well, they battle the Bears from Winter Springs, and I'll take Bears and Hawks in a battle any day. All right, from high school to college football, we are getting you set for games this weekend, and it is a busy slate tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, Darren. Looking ahead, UCF will start conference play taking on Navy at 3:30. That game's away in Annapolis.
And it's the first game after Dylan Gabriel's injury. We'll see what happens.
This is true. That is a big one. The Seminoles will be at home at Doak Campbell against Syracuse with a 3:30 p.m. tip. And 4-0 Kentucky opens its doors to the 10th ranked Florida Gators. That game is at 6 p.m. That's a good one.
Kendra, I'm putting you on the hot seat. I know the template says Central Florida. You never put that. It has to be UCF. We're going to get emails. It's okay. Anyways, the reunion weekend for Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Your mind was there. That's because Kendra will be with the Bucs in Foxborough as they take on the Patriots for Sunday Night Football. Brady, Belichick, and Kendra.
It'll be fun. We're going to have a good time.
All right, that game's at 8:20 tomorrow night. We can see it on WESH Sunday night. Kendra's reports tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with us. It is Friday Night Hits. We'll see you tomorrow.